Hey, I'm Andy Haynes, and I'm here to answer the internet. Have you ever dated a person you banged on the first or second date? And I have dated all of them because I'm mentally ill, and if I have sex with you, I'm like, this is the one. She stole my Metro card and gave me an STD, but there's something about this lady. Would you do 7 minutes in heaven with Caitlyn Jenner to have sex with Kendall Jenner? Yeah, why not? That's the whole thing. Like, everybody is like, I feel like dudes are like, would you fuck this, or like, how much would they pay you to have sex? I would fuck a lot of male celebrities just for the story. Are you kidding me? Like, I was talking about this with a friend. I'd fuck DMX. You're gonna call me gay for fucking DMX? Are you kidding me?
Fucking X is as straight as it gets, man.
You wouldn't be like, oh, dude, Andy fucks guys. You'd be like, Andy fucked DMX. I would just ask her about the Olympics.
7 minutes discussing the 1984 Olympics.
Yeah. Just jerking off her disaster of a pussy. Is this good for you? What was it like when you got on the podium? Is it weird to 69 with random people? Yeah, very. Because, not like it's fun sometimes, but sometimes you get down there and you realize that you had a totally wrong angle. A pussy's very different when you approach it straight on than when you approach it upside down.
Yeah.
Gravity does different things. Your nose is in their asshole. Now you really know the extent of their hygiene.
How long before you're 69 with someone is normal?
For me, that's always novelty. That's always like, wow, we haven't done this yet? Okay. Also, I'm 38. I'm not just coming, you know what I mean? I have to fucking focus, and I'm thinking about a woman I saw struggling with a suitcase on the subway today, There's no way I'm just like, wow, this feels great. Oops, gonna come, I'm like,
But it takes a lot of effort.
Yeah, I'm Professor X trying to locate Wolverine, The last question was, have you ever made up, what's the best story you've made up to hook up with somebody? And it wasn't a story. It was that when I got on Raya, when I was single, you're not on it?
I denied.
What? Oh, that's insane. It's the best. The worst people are on there. But when I was on Raya, so sometimes I would pick up money by working at this moving company, just doing moves, and it's all cash. It was easy, good workout. And so I was on a job, and I told this girl what I was doing, and she just cut me off. She was like, fucking mover? Are you kidding me? Gross, It was some CNN correspondent or something like that. She was just like, I'm not having anything to do with you. And I was like, fair game. But then, the next time a girl asked me what I was doing, I was like, oh, I restore furniture and then deliver it. And she was like, that is so fucking hot. And I was like, you evil bitches. This one is, what's the weirdest thing you've said to a person in the middle of sex? And I think it was, the dog is licking my foot. Because the dog was licking my foot.
I've had a dog lick my asshole before.
Our puppy, I was laying on the bed post-coitus, and the puppy came by and swiped the dick. Came by and got a fucking swipe, and I was like, I have to fucking go for a walk. I gotta call my sponsor, my fucking priest. I'm not even Catholic.
It was one of those, we were having sex doggy style, so it wasn't even one of those, whoa, what did she do? I knew for a fact. It was not her. It was not her.
Wow. That's amazing.
What the hell? Oh, you son of a bitch.
God damn it.
I'll tell you what, it wasn't a hot dog either.
Just a beautiful shepherd. You're like, I'm in.
Big fat fucking bulldog. Fuck out of here, bro.
If you got a stat sheet about your life, what 3 things would you want to know? Am I going to die indoors? Like, because I don't want to die in some kind of children of men refugee camp, where like I got sent there because I like could read or something like that.
Okay.
Can I have a picture of Alexander Daddario naked? That's not a stat sheet thing, but I still just like, can I just trade out one of those for that? And I don't want to know time. I feel like it would be too hard to know like when you're gonna die. So I'd be like, am I ever gonna go fully bald? You know what I mean? Like, how long can I keep the facade going? Or do I have to fly to Turkey and get this done? What would be the most embarrassing way to die within the confines of your average day? I think it's always like super embarrassing when those like dudes in like shootouts or like movies that involve guns, they like trip and shoot themselves in the head.
Is that in the general confines of a regular day for you?
No, but I'm trying to think of like, it would be something like that. It would be something like, tripping and then like falling into the subway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like falling.
Like, he just is a spaz. Like you just tripped and fell and you're dead now.
Yeah, like one of those trips where you try to save it, but you move forward too much. I'd be like going up the subways. I'm like probably listening to like music I shouldn't be, and I think I look cool in some kind of like hype beast outfit. You know what I mean?
All the time.
Like
I pretend I'm like, yeah, this is.
I'm just like, you guys don't even get it. I'm listening to Little Baby, and I'm in fucking exactly what I'm supposed to be wearing. You probably think I'm rich. You guys, people probably recognize me from that Comedy Central digital thing I did, And then I just hit the top step, and I'm like, whoa, 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 and then I'm just meat grinder, I think it would also be hard to, I'd be pretty embarrassed if I died shitting, My grandpa died shitting, like he pressed too hard,
Wait,
like,
what?
Yeah, you can do that, like a vasovagal response. I think Rosebud actually used that term when she did it. It's like when your body just like panics and shuts down. It's like a shock thing, Yeah. But if you're old, your body's like, hey, we don't really shut down well,
Yeah.
So he's like pressing, and he just went.
Get it out?
I don't know, and that's the thing, because that would be like if you got it out, you would be totally fine with dying, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever tried to shit for like a while, and then eventually it's the best feeling in the world, so you'd be like, bring me home, Jesus, I've done my work here. Okay, I want to put this on the record just because we're putting this on the internet. It says, if you could fight one person to death and switch lives with them only if you win, who would it be? And I'm just going to say, I just want to fight one person to death, and that is Paul Dano. The actor Paul Dano. I don't want his life. I don't like Zoe Kazan, his wife, that much either. I just want to fight you, Paul Dano, and I want you to I want to treat you like fucking Daniel Day-Lewis did at the end of There Will Be Blood, except it's just out of spite for your fucking overacting screen. Whatever. You're dead. You're fucking dead. I'll fucking kill you, Paul Dano. It says, when is it okay for men to cry? And that's a hard one because I was raised by women, and so like I don't really have. My dad cried. I think I saw my dad cry like 3 times. And my dad's like kind of he's a dope, but he's like not like a tough guy, but he's like a man from he's born in 45. I think I saw him cry like 3 times, and one time was when he was telling me that he was getting divorced from my mom, and the other time was when he was telling me his dad died, and another time was when I made a toast to him at my first wedding that I talked about him surviving cancer. So that's when I think it's okay to cry.
That's it.
Three
Those 3 good ones.
3 times in your life, you pick them, but pick them wisely.